everybody, my name is Jamie Holder. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to do a beginner's guide on how to set up your DJI Mavic Air 2. So we're going to do it from the very beginning right to the very end. I'll also show you with my phone what steps we need to take to actually do through that. So we're actually going to do the whole sort of setup here. The first thing, couple of things that we want to do first is we're actually going to have a look at the controller. This is probably one of the first things that we're going to look at and first things to actually do. So you've got your controller, which is fantastic. You've got the little two bits down the bottom. If we do open up the top here, just using your two little fingers, just pull it up. It will stop about there. You can give it a little bit more if you need to. But what we need to do is, depending on the phone, if you've got an iPhone, iPhone, fantastic. We're going to change this cord here out. So the first thing we're going to do is just pull out the cord. This one here. And we're just going to place that in so. And the good thing is, if you're not too sure which one it needs to go in, over here inside there, I'm not too sure if you're able to see that, but that is where the phone is actually going to, this is where the cable is going to connect through. So we're going to place it in there first. The other one is just a little holder. It's got nothing in there. So if you do look inside it, you'll notice that there's no sort of plugs or anything. It's just like a little divot inside it. Then you can wrap it around and put whatever, your phone actual cord in first. That's the first thing we're going to do. So because once we've done that, this is a set and forget scenario. We've placed in the cord. We don't need to worry about this anymore. The controller can go down. Controller is basically done. We also, what will normally happen is, depending whether or not you got flight mode combo or not, you get this little doobie whacker here. What this is for is when you're out on the field or anything like that, you can plug this in here, put in the USB so you can charge your mobile phone, or this is running flat, you still got a bit of charge, you can charge a little bit of this into there. Just gives you a little bit of juice, very handy to have. So I always recommend get the flight mode combo, FYI, just get the flight mode combo. All right, go back away. Now, what we want to do before anything else is we grab our drone. We're not going to do the props yet, we'll do that last. What we're going to do is we're going to take off the very top sticker. Make sure you do read the sticker so you actually understand exactly what's going to happen. Basically, on that sticker there, it just tells you to charge before you operate, which is exactly what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the little arms up first. The reason why I want to open up that is there's two buttons on either side. We're going to hit this button, both squeeze, and then we're going to pull out. Simple as that. Now we've got the 3 batteries. We can close this back. And we now have an empty drone. No battery. Next, if you've got the flight mode combo, you have the charging hub. So let's charge this up. What you just need to do, once again, please get the fly mode combo. I bought the Spark years ago, and I didn't get in the fly mode combo. I just got the drone by itself. It ended up costing me more because I ended up buying the bits and pieces as I went along, going, oh geez, I need an extra battery. Oh, I need the charging hub. Now I've got like 4 batteries. Just get the fly mode combo, spend a little bit extra. It's well worth it. You're gonna spend more in the long run. So what we want to do is these two, when you open it up, these are coming out separate. Just plug in your power bank into there. Once we actually get that in, we'll be laughing. I bet if I put it in the right way, might help. Great. And we're going to plug that into so. Now, what will happen is if you don't get the fly mode combo and you don't have the hub, it's pretty simple. Just thought of this just now. Just all you do is just grab this, your 1 battery, and you place it into there and charge it up. That's how you'd normally do it. We've got the charging hub, so we're actually going to be using that because I want all 3 batteries. Now it is with the charging hub, it's still going to take the time to charge up the batteries. It will charge up the one that is the fullest, and then it will go from full to the lowest battery. The reason for that is it can get you up in the air a lot quicker rather than going from the lowest battery that's got the less juice that's going to take longer to actually charge. So they always charge the one that's got the most juice in it and then go from there. Always recommend to, if you do have 3 batteries, just mark them 1, 2 and 3. You want to cycle through your batteries quite regularly. You don't want to always overcharge the one battery. It's just not good for them in the long run. And then that's just going to cost you more. So good battery maintenance is something that you should all be doing. So we've done that, and now we're also going to charge now we're now going to charge the controller as well. And this USB cable came with the combo pack. So another USB-C cable to go with it. We're going to plug that into there, and it's going to be the same. And then we can charge this at exactly the same time with everything else. Alright, so that's it. We're now ready for these to be charging, which is exactly what we're going to do now. Alright, so we are now live. What you'll notice is that we have the lights going around. You'll notice it's as they're flashing, this shows you the charge. This one here is obviously the most fullest battery out of them all. It's going to charge this one up here first. Then I think this one here, the light's on second, and this and so forth. You can see also we do have the green light that is flashing, just letting you know that it is charging. So once this has all been charged up, I'll be back and we'll finish off the rest of the setup because we need this all charged before we can even do anything else. Alright, so I'll be back. So basically, we've already done the controller, we've done changed the cord in the controller. We have charged up all the devices, so they're all ready to basically go, which is absolutely fantastic. We're ready with that side of things. Now we've got to actually start setting up the drone, putting on the props. Also with the batteries, just one thing, because the battery and the controller has all charged up. If you're wondering if they have, just on the front there, this will normally turn. This will be green when they are charging. When it's finished, it will turn red. Also another indication that means there's no more power going through. On the top there, you will notice that the lights, you'll see that all 4 buttons, all the 4 dots on every single one have all lit up. Exactly the same with your controller. Just press the power button just once and you'll see that it's all lit up on the controller. That's a good indication that everything is ready to go on the power side. So we can actually just get these off, and we can put these two can go up here for now. And we'll unplug. There we go. Alright, so everything is basically all charged. We only need the controller, we need the battery. The battery can absolutely go directly straight back in. And just move the arms out the road, just so you've got nice and clear, because there are 2 buttons on either side. It will sort of get caught on there. Just make sure you give it a little bit of a push down and there. And I always just give it a little bit of a lift just to make sure that it's in there tight. So you should hear a nice little click when it goes in. So a nice little, and then just give it a bit of a lift just to make sure that it's connected. This could be one reason why your drone actually stops in the air and drop or falls down if this is not connected properly. So just always make sure battery is in, turn on the light, just make sure we are fine. So we can actually fold this back up now. Alright, so what we're going to do is, we've got stickers all around the place, A, B, C. Basically what the A and B for is just so you know that how you're actually going to basically open up the drone. The front 2 wings come out first and the bottom legs come out afterwards. Alright, so 1, 2 and 3 when it's folding, legs back in this way. Once again, arms down, and that's how you fold it away. What we want to do is we can take these stickers off because we already know how to actually do it. Once you know how to actually undo your drone. There's also a sticker underneath the bottom. This basically is just telling you how to remove the actual dome or the casing there. So we want to remove that as well. So basically what we just need to make sure we do is remove this cover. Remove the cover before actually turning on your drone. We're going to remove these little stickers. Okay, so now we want to do, what we're going to do now is the props. So once we've taken all the stickers off, we've got everything all ready to go. We're now going to put on the props, okay? What we want to do here is we'll open up the drone again. So once again, forward, forward. More stickers. Jeez, I put some stickers on this thing. Around and around. That's it there for now. Alright, and what we might do is a spill. Grab this one now, we've got this open. Yeah! Got a bigger one. Alright, so what we want to do is we've got to take off the little black knobby bits. These are there just to protect the little, these little bits when they're, while it's in travel. We don't actually need them. Once you can throw that away, because once you put the props on, they're going to stay on. The only time you need to change them is if your props get damaged at any point in time. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the props on. It's pretty simple how to do the props. We've obviously got 4, but there's 2 different kind of props. One has a little white circle just around here, and one doesn't. The reason for these is just how the props are actually designed to actually go on. The ones with the little white circle, these are to go on the one where it's got 2 little white or grey lines sort of things on the top. So what we're going to do is you basically just line it up, push down, and you turn them in. So they do lock when you put them in. Then on the other side, these are just pure black little rotors, and here they are actually black props as well. So what we're wanting to do is we place that in. I always just hold the little motor and then give it a bit of a twist down. If it feels like it's pulling, it shouldn't. It should just go in and then turn. It should actually do it nice and simple. It shouldn't be hard. It should be nice and easy. Then what you'll see is this one here, because it's black, is black over the other corner. So we want to do exactly the same thing. Push down, turn to lock. Depending on which way you want to do it, you can actually turn the little motor itself while you're actually doing it to lock it in, or you can actually turn the blade. I find that it's actually a little bit easier to actually push down and turn the actual the motor just to where it needs to go, and then lock that into place. That is an easy way of actually doing it. So there we go. We've now got the props on. We're ready to go on that side of things there. So now what we're wanting to do is we're now wanting to download the DJI Fly app. Now I've already done it, so you just need to basically go to the Play Store or your iTunes Store, exactly the same, and then just type in DJI Fly, and it should pop up. You'll see the DJI logo. Just click that with the Fly app, and then I've already just installed it. I've already done so. So away you go. Open that bad boy up. What we've done is now we've got it actually opened up. It's actually going to do a little bit of resource file. It's going to unzip if it's brand new. You also do need to log an account for the very first time if you're brand new to DJI. You only have to do it once. You're logging in and Bob's your uncle. And that's pretty much it. It's nice. It's actually nice and simple. It's going to go through a nice little video montage of flying your drone. So we're going to skip that. I don't need to see that again. It's all loading up nice and beautiful. What we'll do is, at the moment, we've got everything turned off. We want to actually connect the aircraft. So we're going to go connect aircraft, and you will see that there's 2 options: Mavic Mini or the Mavic Air 2. We're going to go the Mavic Air 2. Exactly the same basically situation, exactly the same way how you need to do it with the Mavic Mini as well. So if you're setting up that same sort of scenario. So we're going to click that. It's giving us it's telling us what we need to do anyway, which is fantastic. So we're grabbing out to the little joypads. We're actually going to screw them in. Joysticks are now in. So what we're going to do is we're now going to open up the little top bit here, and we're going to actually place our phone inside. So just take out the cord that you should have already set up as we did earlier. We're now going to place our phone inside. What I do like about the new way how this is actually all set up is beforehand I used to always have to constantly change my case. I had to take my case off beforehand. Whoops, keep hitting buttons. So I used to always have to take my case off my phone for it to actually fit into the actual holder down the bottom. So down here, I'd have to take my mobile phone case and place it in there, which always took a little bit of extra time. Nowadays with the new one, I don't need to. It actually fits nice and snug with the actual case, like an actual cover or on your phone. That's a really good, that's what I really like about it. It feels sturdy and it just makes life a little bit easier. So now we're going to, and quicker to actually set up because I don't have to play around with it. We've now connected up the actual, so now we've actually connected up the controller. Okay, we can go okay. Always open DJI Mavic series. When is connected, yes, I like it. Always open DJI Fly, yes, let's go for it. It's basically telling us, you know, plug everything in. We now need to turn on the aircraft, press it once, hold it down. Makes a lovely little noise. Ooh. Gimbal's turning around, doing what it needs to do. Oh geez, how good does that sound? How good does that sound? So obviously we've got the lights on. And we are now basically connected. Nice and simple. And then we can just go, it's going to give you the terms and conditions. Just click the terms and conditions. You can actually take that off there and we will move this down here. So we need a flat surface for this next part. Alright. Confirm binding agreement. So yeah, we want to go yeah for my email address. So basically it's because I've already started. The restart aircraft is happening and the controller usually takes about 30 seconds, which is now doing at the moment. Once that's all done, we can now go done. Does give you the option to buy the DJI Care Fresh app, or the actual care for the device, just in case you break it, damage it, all that sort of stuff. So you get the 2 replacements, the express replacement, water damage coverage, free shipping 2-way, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to do that, just hit there. I mean, it's an extra $100 and odd for a bit of security on your drone if you are prone to crashing it or you are brand new. It's probably worth it. Someone that I just worked with just recently, they actually just bought one of the Platinum Pros 2, or the Platinum Pro, and they crashed it into water. And unfortunately, they didn't take up the option for the care. Means they've got to go through insurance and they're having a bit of trouble to actually get that drone replaced. It's a little bit hard. So if you are new, very worth going down that track of the care package. If you've been flying for a while, sometimes you may not need it. Just depends on who you are. I want to get rid of that. All right, now we're going to go directly to the DJI webpage, and it is now going to do all the updates and the firmwares that need to happen. So we want to install the firmware. Just try to make sure that you are at home using your Wi-Fi. You don't want to be doing this out and about on the street because obviously if you're downloading firmwares and it's installing, that's going to be coming out of your actual mobile phone coverage, and I don't know how much data you actually have, so it may not be worth it if you actually go down that avenue. All right. So that is now installing at the moment. Actually, I'm just hitting buttons left, right, and center. Look at that, we'll place it there like that. So, okay, so it's downloading. Me and you, we're gonna have a bit of fun. We're gonna fly. Fly. You and me are gonna fly. And now we are back. Firmware has finally been updated and is done. So that is the firmware for the drone. I always recommend every now and then as well. Sometimes DJI do firmware updates on batteries, because just remember, these are intelligent batteries that will drain themselves after a 10-day period, and they start to go flat. This is so to maintain a better battery performance for a longer period of time. We'll go over another video about how to maintain your batteries down the track. But the firmware update has all been done, so we can now go hit the cross button because we are done. Technically speaking, we can now go fly the drone. Okay, so that's basically everything in regards to setting up the drone, the controller. So right now, you will be able to go out there and fly your little pretty out wherever you need to and have a bit of fun flying this drone. So a couple of other things as well that I'll just quickly go over, because if you are new, you are a beginner with your drone. One of the things that you do need to be aware of is just on the side here, this is where you put your little SD card. I have the 128 gigabyte card that I place in there. I actually always buy two, one spare to go in the bag, because the amount of times that I've taken my Spark and my Mini out and I've forgotten a card is remarkable. Those ones there don't have any internal storage, so it's a bit of a pain in the backside. This does have an 8 gig internal storage, so I mean, if you do go out there, you are going to be able to record something, get it onto your camera, onto the actual inside of the drone. To get that off, so the SD card is over this side. If we jump over here and we open up this little side here, you'll find that that is your USB-C. That is where you can connect this to your computer, and away you go. So, and that is just to get that extra bit of footage that you've actually taken from your drone onto your computer. Or how I prefer to do it is when I do have the SD card, I will actually take the SD card out, place it in there. It has a faster transfer rate if you are doing it that way rather than going it through the drone. Even though it is USB-C, it's easier to go from direct. I find it a little bit easier connecting it to my laptop that way. But always get two. That is just my tip. Place it in the bag, because when you do take it out there and put it into your computer, the amount of times I've left it in there is remarkable. You do not need to take out the SD card. If you do not want to, you can just use the USB, connect direct, transfer it across, copy, paste, whichever way you want to do it, cut and copy, paste, whatever, and Bob's your uncle. But that is our video at the moment. I do hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Make sure you are flying under your restrictions within your country. Know what they are. Check out the website. In Australia, it is CASA. Over in America, it's FAA. I have no idea what it is in any other countries, because they're the only ones that I really pay attention to with the news-wise. But other than that, as always, I do hope you have a wonderful day. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe, like button, etc.